and welcome to Power Engineering International's weekly newscast. I'm Dr. Heather Johnston. This week's top stories are Vattenfall's German power assets targeted by Czech interests. Black & Veatch lends weight to building Southeast Asia's largest solar plant. Dubai clean coal facility owners seeks $1.4 billion loan. And £350 million are raised for UK offshore wind development. EPH, a privately owned Czech energy company, along with the country's chief investment group, PPF, are to bid for a portfolio of German lignite and hydroelectric assets being sold by Sweden's Vattenfall. Commenting on the announcement, PPF's chief financial officer, Katarina Jaraskova, said, "Between us, we'll be able to provide better financing for the acquisition and also for the future development of Vattenfall's existing assets in Germany." Vattenfall opened bidding last month. Another interested party is said to be Czech utility giant ČEZ, while Greenpeace has indicated its interest with the objective of permanently retiring the coal-fired power plants. Black & Veatch have been appointed by Green Earth Power to provide design and consultancy services for what is to become Southeast Asia's largest solar power plant. The plant, to be built in Myanmar, will commence construction in the first quarter of next year. Addressing the urgent need of the country for electricity in terms of its economic and social development, Rick O'Connell, the company's international renewable energy director, said because solar facilities can be built rapidly, they're an excellent option to quickly add much-needed power to the grid. The plant will generate up to 220 megawatts of power, and as more than 75% of Myanmar's population still have no access to electricity, the facility will provide a major boost to local communities as well as industry. A consortium which is set to build a 1.2 gigawatt clean coal power plant in Dubai plans to secure a loan of about $1.4 billion to help finance the project. Chief Executive of Saudi Arabia's Aqua Power, Paddy Padmanathan, told reporters that the total cost of Phase 1 would be $1.8 billion and that the consortium was working with a Chinese export credit agency and a range of banks to obtain a loan from the Hassian Clean Coal project. The consortium includes Aqua, China's Harbin Electric, Alstom and NRG Energy as the preferred bidders to build and operate the first phase, with Dubai Electricity and Water Authority to own 51% of the overall venture. The UK's Green Investment Bank has raised £355 million for its offshore wind power fund as it seeks to spur development of the technology. AMF and Strathclyde Pension Fund were reportedly amongst investors in the second round of fundraising, bringing the total cash to £818 million. The bank announced the fund in June 2014 and is seeking to raise £1 billion from several rounds, a figure those behind the scenes are confident of reaching. The fund's managing director, Carl Smith, said the successful fundraising to date had been down to the confidence shown in the UK's well-developed and well-managed offshore wind sector. Britain has been the world leader in offshore wind power since 2008, with close to 4,500 megawatts of installed capacity recorded at the end of last year. That's all from this week's Global Power News. Keep up to date with what's happening in the sector on Power Engineering International's website and LinkedIn group.